Last guy to sit there burned out hard.
Look, I'm already totally pumped. Especially now that you've basically given me permission to work the floor here, okay? Hi, Gavin. I'm Chaos. He's all yours, Aitsu. He's all yours.
Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Oh, heck yes. I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out my why I'm here. What my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Aw, yeah! I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with you, with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. Ooh, a rare breed. I appreciate the compliment. Aitsu's so thirsty. Yes, indeed. These masks. Work that floor, what'd you miss? You were making tea? Look, I'm working the floor. My job isn't just handing out prizes at the ticket booth. I gotta put out fires on the floor. I gotta, like, talk to the customers. Gotta, like, give them the deets on the games. Settle disputes. All while keeping it cool and friendly. Sexy fire. Exactly. Sexy firefighter. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait. Someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there. The one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use layman's terms. Well, it's over here on the side. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office, to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up decidedly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. What do you mean less cool? He was a pretty cool fella. I thought he was cool. What's your definition of cool, Ellie? He was very cool. But he's not a total jerk. No, he seems pretty chill. I like him. I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I decided to give this guy an honest chance for now. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door also marked employees only. Arg, the apostrophe. No, it's great. Belongs to the employees. And it's their only. It's theirs. There's an industrial area of some sort. Grab the handle and step inside. And I'm... Ooh. Hello, sexy room. How are you doing? I see circuit board. I see computers. I see knobs and dials and buttons. This is the operating room. I love it. Let's say he's a cool, just less cool than they thought he would be. I guess, maybe. He's your top choice for me, right? Those poor cabinets. No, she's fixing them. She's fixing them. I assume. In the little room, tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height. About my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her, I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Yep, she's the one! She's the one. Chapter 2, meet the neighbors. They're actually your favorite characters. Who are the neighbors? Look at her shirt! Cute! She's fixing them computer bits. Girl after my own heart. Hello.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
No, it's the only belongs to the employees, but, she said, with no apostrophe, which means she's wrong.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
Hello, everybody! Oh, I'm wearing the wrong headphones. Hearts! Hugs! Why did I put those headphones on? I must have been checking something. Hello, 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 Aizu Kitty! What is going on? You lovely, lovely people. Oh wow, this one's much louder. Ba, 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 ba. I love the music for this game. What is going on, friendos? Set that down a little bit. Are y'all ready to go to an arcade and smooch some pretty ladies? I am. I'm very ready. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Also, we, you can't wait? Hype! It's gonna be good! I found out not too long ago, that we are gonna get as an affiliate more emotes! Eventually up to 5. It's gonna be a little bit of work for us to get there, but I've already decided what emote number 2 is gonna be. So emote 2, it's just waiting to be approved. Elegant Smooch gonna win that one. And then 3, 4, and 5, they are gonna require probably a little bit more sub points, so like we're gonna have to work on that. But we're gonna get more emotes. You wanted Ellie Rip because it's the most useful. LA Rip is number 3. Ellie Rip and then Ellie Lude, and I don't have the list up anymore, but Rip is number 3. So we need next month, because like they're coming out every month or something. Next month, I think I need to have, I think it was like 25 sub points. I don't know if it's like at one point in time or like at that time. I'm not 100% sure how that is, but you voted for Smooch because you needed a new Smooch emote for you and Aaron. It's a good reason. It's a good reason. I look at them and I'm like, ugh, they're too hard to choose. I don't know how, like, I feel bad for everybody who has to, like, try and make a decision because, like, I look at them and I'm like, they're all amazing. I want them all. But we're getting there. More emotes is fun. Hi, Pumpkin. Yeah, if we get too many emotes, I'm gonna have to take those BTDV emotes and turn them into, like, actual emotes. And then people will have more kittens. But yeah, so Elegant Smooch is on its way up. So as soon as I know when it's up, I will let y'all know. Elegant High, yes. The Elegant High will probably be the first pumpkin emote to become a real emote. Pumpkin, why don't you come up here? And then I can put you... Always nice to have more kitten emotes. You can never have too many of them. Never, ever have too many kitten emotes. Well, if you stay up there, Pumpkin, people can see you better. Hey, don't use your claws. Don't use your claws or you're not getting any pets. So yeah, so that's, we got some emotes on the way. I'm very excited about it. Also I saw that, like, TwitchCon's gonna be in San Diego, so I've started trying to figure that out. Still, like, very expensive to fly all the way there. But now I have more time. And I'm not freshly recovering from surgery. I could travel now. I could travel for a weekend, easy. It's a good thing Arcade Spurs only takes a mouse. You played one-handed Pet Pumpkin with the other. I am not ambidextrous enough for that. Ashley Nova was also trying to figure it out. Well, I might have to send her a message. But she has a much bigger flight than I do. So I imagine that's much worse than, like, cause like for me, I'm never sure when I'm reading like the airplane websites. At least the ones that I use. I gotta get a friendo's help. But like, it's like $800. Flying to LAX is cheapest. You hope you're in a place where you can give rides, pick people up at an airport. That would be awesome. But yeah, it's like, I think it's $800, and I'm not sure if it's one way or both ways. If it's one way, that's not as bad, obviously. But if it's both ways, whew, that's not even including a hotel. You and Aaron are looking at doing friend meetup stuff, but not doing the con this year? Well, that's also not a bad idea. If I was going all the way down, I would definitely want to do the con, especially because I haven't done it before. But I'm also going to PAX in, like, next month, so I'm very excited about that. PAX East? That's gonna be fun. But that's a much easier trip. 800 was round trip for you last year? It's something I'm looking into. Also, like, I'm trying to see if I can, like, get a travel buddy. Because I'm not keen on traveling alone, but, so, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna ask, like, Stellar Boar and a couple of the other Maritimers, see if any of them are heading down. But, yeah. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for some dating game? Cause, like, I'm ready. Or wait, no. It was better to have me on this side, right? Right? Hello, Two Flower! How are you doing? Hearts and hugs! Welcome, welcome. It's also very warm in here. I don't think... It's very warm right now. It's gonna get colder, but for now I can take off this little sweater thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I love this music. Okay, let's start. I assume that's gonna let me resume my game. Or is this starting a new game? Oh, that looks like a new game. Back. Load. Load this one. Loading will lose... Yeah, that's fine. Did it work? No. Return. Two Flower, welcome to our program with you. We are one step closer to solving our syntax error. Did my loading work? Level 2, huzzah! Chasing ghosts! It is the future, year 20XX. And you know what? Things are pretty okay. That's good, I'm glad. Glad things have gotten pretty okay. I've worked as a floor attendant at the Funplex for 2 weeks now. Hard work, to be sure, but very rewarding. In a spiritual sense, at least. Ooh. I've helped Naomi repair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine. while she reminisces about the far-out 1960Xs. I've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught fire. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos on my clothes. I've scraped gum off any number of surfaces. I've chased what turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee-ball machine. I would run so fast in the other direction at like any more than 2 spiders. I'd be like, 1 spider I could like suck it up and just be like, okay, I got this. 2 spiders I'd be like, this isn't good. 3 spiders I'd be like, burn the place down, collect insurance, start over. Get out of there. Sees 1 spider, immediately burns down the building. Well, I mean, I would be working. Like, I can, when I'm working, I'm putting on that professional sense, and I can muster up a lot of courage. If I was, like, just at home, yeah, no. Unless, to be fair, I am a fan of taking spiders and moving them to my doorways so that they eat mosquitoes. I relocate them to the doorway. But, like, it took me a long time to be able to do that. Best characters upcoming in your humble opinion. Are they kissy? Okay, look. I know I'm not painting this as a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy, even amidst the chaos and the grossness. That's good, I'm glad. I'm happy, and that's all that matters, right? No, but they are great. Right, you're happy. Hey, Juniper. This is the best I've seen you in ages, Ellie. Before you'd come home all drained and exhausted. Now, well, you're still tired. But a good tired. The best tired. Well, not the best tired yet. My roommate, Juniper. She'd taken to stopping by during her lunch break, whenever she could get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong, it's not all fun and games. But overall, it's good work. I just feel good. Totally good. And stuff.
Yes!
Yes! Slay girl slay! Agreed. Super good. Double plus good. Iris, you're awesome. Iris, we talked about you listening in on my conversations. What did I tell you about that? To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping, even when I am. Exactly. You know, I'd be more upset about my creepy privacy invading digital over mistress, but I have to admit that Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she also ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf. Speaking of, I definitely bought 36 pizza bagels last Wednesday for my IRL D&D game because something in my life influenced me to really want pizza bagels. You have to wonder if you accidentally boosted pizza bagel sales? Probably did. I shared. They weren't all for me. They were for, like, all of us playing D&D. So, like, I shared. But they were really good.
When you have pizza
But
on a
Ellie,
bagel.
when pizza's on a bagel... So, Juniper, how long do you have left on your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball or something? I can spot you tokens! No can do, friendo. Our new assistant synergy manager arranged a team building exercise. I have to, like, move colored bits of paper around or something? And then exchange high fives. Well, that last part is awesome team building. Should have tried for a sponsorship. Yes! I don't even remember. It's just Bagel Bites, I think, is like the pizza bagels that buys it. Just like, instead they would be Bagel Bites. Do it. Do it! You can update the game. Bagel Bites edition. Assistant Synergy Manager. Sounds like a very vague job. Yes, it does. It's actually entry level, good pay, and right on track to middle management. Pretty cushy, if a bit dull. Funny thing is, they asked me if I knew anybody who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates, and I said nope. Who'd want to do that? Well, when was this exactly? Uh-oh. Did Juniper think I wouldn't be a good fit at her job? Oh, 2 weeks ago. She did. She did. Juniper, we can't be friends anymore. So, 2 weeks ago, right when I needed to find work, you told them you didn't know any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job, Juniper. Come on! I thought we were friends. Get out! Get out! I'm gonna go play some Moopy and be all mopey. Heavy music, sing the trauma. But you wanna cuddle Juniper's thighs? Just her thighs, not the rest of her? I want her lipstick is what I want.
Well, but you wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit.
I mean, you're probably not wrong, Juniper. But, Juniper, please tell me you told them no because I'd already taken this job by that point, not because you forgot. You wish you had your emotes wrong account? Wait, Aitsu, didn't you get your account back? I didn't even notice. I usually just read the Aitsu part. Did you lose access to your account again? That's not good.
Hey, I didn't forget.
Okay, Juniper. Well, actually...
I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night.
Oh, I see how it is. And you expect me to share my pizzas on a bagel. That's what you're saying, Juniper.
I mean, you'd already had so many jobs you hated. I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you.
Juniper. You did, but have this one linked to your phone because you don't want it connected to your bank stuff because it's on the phone app that all that happened? Oh. I see. I see how it is. I understand. Do you have, like, the two-factor authentication and stuff enabled now on everything, or did you have it before? Because that would help, wouldn't it?
And it all worked out, right? You
Juniper.
just spent the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you are here.
Juniper, you got lucky. You should have at least let me know that it was an option. I would have tried it, maybe. Not a lot. I was happy here indeed. Also, not a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch after having pizza bagels for breakfast because we barely had enough money to cover rent this week, pulled together. Also, not gonna lie, Gavin constantly hiding the numbers from us, insisting things were fine, all while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also, not a lie, that every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery. Ellie, say something. You're scaring me. Juniper, out. Serious face. I'm angry. I shouldn't feel angry. She stood by me for years, supporting me, trying to do what's best for me. Even if she wasn't always skilled at that sort of support, I shouldn't feel upset. I've been genuinely enjoying my time at the Funplex. It's restored my sense of hope that my days can be something to live through, not just endure. I have no right to be angry or upset at losing an opportunity at a safer, more stable future. Right? My angry face is like a kitten who hasn't grown claws. Look, I don't get angry often. It's my angry face. Okay, am I honest with... Yeah, I'm honest with Juniper. Yeah, honest truth. Not gonna lie to my roommate, that's awful. It's not like I'm trying to hide like a present I got her for her birthday. So I won't be angry or upset. Simple as that. Just brush it off. Whew. Juniper, I'm not angry. I've thought about it. I've reflected. I've grown as a person. I decided I was done compromising, right? Done with settling? Going with the flow? I'm going to be the one to break the family curse! Huzzah! We will venture forth on a great, dangerous quest. I choose this path of my own free... Well... I mean, I think Iris did most of the choosing for you, but, like, you were there, so... Let's give credit where credit is due, Ellie. Even if I didn't have all the facts at the time. But, if I'm going to be honest, boundless confidence doesn't cover the simple fact that I chose to be vulnerable rather than safe. If the arcade closes, if anything else goes wrong, still, no need to dump all that on Juniper. It's okay, Juniper. You were right. I'd have hated that job. And things are great here.
Oh, good. You were kind of freaking me out. Trust me, it's the right decision. You'd learn to loathe working at my office, like I do. I mean, sure, the pay is good, and you get solid health insurance, and paid vacation time, and they have a sweet coffee shop right in the lobby.
Juniper? To be fair, you are not surrounded by awesome video games all day.
And these really great chairs that support your lower back.
Oh, that would be good, though.
Chairs from Sweden crafted by Master Chairsmith.
Oh, I need a Master Chairsmith. Make me a chair. Juniper, I said it's fine. Everything is fine. Honestly, I'm okay. I mean, I won't deny that job would have been a safer bet. I want to contribute to my fair share to the apartment rent, you know. You missed your response to that? Your phone decided to buffer till now? I was mostly asking if you had, like, two-factor authentication and all that jazz on your phone. Okay. But what's done is done. I'd rather look forward than back.
Right. Forget I said anything. Please forget I said anything.
I will do my best, Juniper. I have a very, very short memory, and I'm sure Naomi will walk in and I will completely forget everything negative going on in the whole wide world.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I shouldn't have held that back.
That's right, because we're besties. We tell each other everything, even if it's not in our best interest. That's what we do. That's how it works.
But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take the job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me.
Look, Juniper, I don't want you to be miserable either. Like, I get that it's a safe job, but... Juniper, it's cool! You're right. I'd have hated it. Okay, good. got a good feeling about all this. I think you're right where you need to be, even if I was kinda dumb about getting you here. But hey, I gotta get back to the office. Have a good lunch, okay? Juniper, take care. Have fun in your masterly crafted Swedish chair. That sounds super duper comfy. And your coffee shop. I can feel the distant rumble of a frozen box of pizza bagels taunting me from the recently repaired employee break room. Yeah, okay. And you have a good rest of the hours of your day. Yeah? You bet. I'm okay with this. Everything is fine. Everything in the background is on fire. You can't see it because of the angle that we're playing the game at, but everything in the background is on fire, like those candles. Candles right there. Everything's on fire. Everything is fine. Right? Right? What I need right now is a distraction, like a good old game of Moopy. And frozen pizza bagels are most certainly not it. I mean... So, back to the frozen bag of pizzas. I didn't cook them. Had I cooked them, they would have been on fire and burnt. So, like, that can be pretty distracting. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. Well, don't go to Wubsub. And hey, maybe some company too. Nice and distracting. Talking to someone about anything other than this. Let's see who's available. Percy's taking a break from his score chasing Queen Bee's between matches right now. Teo's shaking it on Showtime stage. Ashley's not on mascot duty today. Oh. Where's Naomi? Who do we want to hang out with? I mean, like, of those four, I mean, I'd probably actually be friends with all of them. I mean, like, I feel like IRL, I would get along most with these two of the four of them. Although Ashley's really nice too. Queen Bee, I would find her abrasive, mostly. Naomi must be busy. Depends on who you want to learn verbal. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Decisions. Decisions are hard. I think I want to, like, hang out with Percy, maybe? He seems, like, pretty chill and, like, down to earth. Hello, Brezek! How are you doing? Hearts and hugs! Let's go hang out with Percy. I know, Percy's cool with people interrupting his Moopy mania, but I still prefer to wait until he's taking a break between rounds. Looks like good timing for lunch! Thank you for putting that caster command in there, kitty! Everybody go check out Brezek. Do it! Said so. Percy's flipping through messages on his phone in a highly bored manner when I walk up to him. Percy is good, so is Price? Price? The options were Percy, Queen Bee, Teo, and Ashley. Who's Price? Is Price someone I don't know? Price equals Percy's voice actor? Ah! Okay. Hey Percy, how's Moopy today? Huh? Oh, pretty bad performance overall. Haven't even cleared 1 million for the day. And a few of my stocks picks are down. Bad luck overall.
Lovely day.
Lovely day. But on a whole, can't complain. Every day is a gift. Percy, I like your attitude. I do. So, do you need something, Ellie? To be honest, if I don't get out of here and get my mind off things, I'm gonna melt down. I was thinking lunch. You had lunch yet? Don't you usually have those little pizzas? Yeah, that's usually what I do. Ha! You noticed, huh? Pumpkin, you can't go there. Go there. Go there and stay there, and you can just be cute little kitten, doing all your cute little kitten things. Here, 1 second. I'm gonna give Pumpkin some catnip. Let's give her some incentive to stay there. Pumpkin. Where's your mouse? Where's your mouse? You sitting on your mouse? What'd you do with your mouse? Okay, well, have some kitty catnip. Oh, kitty catnip all on your back. Cause you're silly. Oh, kitten. Have fun. Have fun with that. There you go. Bribed her. I subsisted on peanut butter sandwiches for a time. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Ellie. Life has its ups and downs. I mean, I'm mostly doing it because my phone ordered 3 months worth of it, and you gotta go through it. But seeing as you're looking to avoid downs at the moment, by all means, let's go fetch some lunch. If I may suggest our destination? You haven't been to the whole story yet, have you? I don't think I've heard of it. The donut shop? Donut shop and used bookstore. Ooh. Sounds like my kind of place. I need one of them here, locally. How do I get one? I want one. They have pastries, sandwiches, and the like. It's a charming little cafe at heart. Ah, that sounds so lovely. If you'd be kind enough to accompany me, unless you'd rather have little pizzas. Donuts and books? Winning combination. It sounds majestic.
Much obliged.
Much obliged. Then let us be off. Despite coming to this little strip mall for 2 weeks, I hadn't actually visited our neighbors. Oh, there we go. Mostly I did whatever needed doing. Took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley and Naomi, things like that, whatever the job happened to call for. No more, no less. Guess you didn't miss them? Couldn't say I'd been a part of any community outside of the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited Whole Story frequently. Percy leads the way, into a shop that smells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness. Oh, it looks lovely. This place looks wonderful. Only thing that steps us up, so like, main entrance, bookstore cafe, go around here and up the stairs to the 2nd floor, board games. Board games everywhere. It's where I would live. Your cell data dropped because LocalCon is happening this weekend and we're by there, Aitsu! Ah! The struggle. I don't think any of the local cons that I've ever been to have had enough people to bring down cell towers. I know, like PAX and stuff, yeah, and like the cons I've been to in the States before, definitely, but I don't think any here. But that's good, though. That's good that you're back. I don't think I'd ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. What?! It's 20XX! Who buys books in brick-and-mortar stores anymore? Well, okay. Ellie, we're gonna have a little heart-to-heart, because I'm you. So, IRL bookstores are wonderful places. They smell good, always, because they smell like books. They have books everywhere. They're quiet-ish, usually. Often have places to sit down and relax when you're out. And sometimes, like, I am an avid reader of books on my phone and tablets. Avid. Do it all the time. It's my preferred, generally, way of reading books. But there's sometimes you just need that paper. You mean Shatner's going to be there? So... Well, we've had Leonard Nimoy, I think, was there one year. And I can't remember all the big names. I didn't go some of those years where like they had like really big names. Although I was there when R.A. Salvatore was there. That was cool. And I don't know. Just we have a tiny population. But also my phone will like automatically jump towers because like it's on perma roaming. So despite the subdued atmosphere compared to the arcade, there are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and yes, munching donuts. It sounds like a remarkable place. Percy secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on, what the heck is up with this menu? It's organized by the Dewey Decimals. That is kinda awesome. I'll have a Douglas Adams. Don't worry, they know my order, and it's my treat, yes? I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a big deal of it. Cash is tight and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. Oh, hello. A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Wait, are both of them taking my order? That seems inefficient. The feel of paper as you turn the page sometimes is utter bliss. Just wait. Look, it's not specifically just turning the paper being utter bliss. It's like, for me it's in particular, it's that page right before like a new chapter. Oh, that is always so good. Like you turn it and like doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of the page and chapter starts on the next page and you're like, ooh, this is gonna be good. And like, satisfying. Also, I have a friend that kind of looks like him, although shorter. Hey, I'd like, one super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise with the orange juice. I mean, the super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise sounds awesome. With orange juice? Not sure. You know what surprised me? What's your favorite donut? Oh no, we're doing, well, I mean, I do like the surprise meat, but what if they give me like a jelly-filled donut? This one guarantees an acceptably awesome donut and a medium drink, I guess, like a okay. This one doesn't come with a drink. But I haven't been here before. So you know what? Let's do it. Surprise me! Hey, what's good? What's your favorite order from the menu? Tell me.
One Terry Pratchett coming up. A jam pastry with Clutchy and coffee.
Darn it, it had jam! Of course it did. Okay, well, that sounds good. The second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small paperback book onto the tray, featuring a many-legged wooden travel trunk on the cover. Many-legged? I don't know what book that would be. A literally literary lunch.
With alliteration, apparently.
Say, you work at the Funplex, don't you?
I do.
Right, we've seen you walk past our doors every morning and evening.
That's me. You don't want to force my choice, but this is what I choose. Too late, I chose a choice. Yeah.
Like clockwork, tick-tock.
Well, that's because I work there. On a fairly regular schedule, it would seem. These are your favorite characters? What happened to Gavin? Right, sorry, I should have introduced myself. Floor Attendant Elise Cater, at your service. I'm your inside gal for tokens and tickets.
Oh, we are lousy at video games.
Totally lousy.
But Francine's just a peach, isn't she?
Sweetest dame you'll ever meet.
Oh, they talk for each other. I mean, you don't have to be good at video games to have fun in an arcade, though.
Regardless, welcome to the whole story.
I mean, we got Skee Ball. Oh, you dated the heck out of Gavin.
I'm Ben.
I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you, Ben and Matt.
No relation to the actors.
Although they're cuties, and so are we.
Oh,
Stop being cute? Never.
Yes. I'm going to like them. Matt, apparently especially. Apparently the sugar is available in forms other than round and holy. Oh my. Oh my, maybe I should have went for the elegant loot emote. Oh my.
Anyway, don't let us stop you from having fun on your little date.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Oh boys, this isn't a date. Sorry, Percy, I hope you don't think this is a date. I'm not so into the boys. You're a bad mess of mood. It's not a date.
Just friends then? Friendly friends on a play date?
Sure, Ben, that works. I can dig that one.
Maybe the real date was the friends we made along the way.
Yes! Yes, it was, Matt. It was. That's the whole... That's how it goes.
I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way.
All of this.
What if the way was also the real friends who were the real friends we made along the way?
Okay, now you're just being silly.
And how?
Nothing wrong with being silly. It's fun.
Anyway, next order, please.
The pair waves the next customer in as I return to Percy's table with our orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray. Ha! I'd have warned you, but honestly, Ben and Matt are the best, our best experience without spoilers. They are. They are fantastic. They invited me to their wedding, you know. I was new in town back then, but, well, they're kind-hearted to say the least. Percy opens the Douglas Adams book they gave him with his biscuits, but only peruses it lightly out of politeness to the book lenders. Soon, we've devoured our food. It's probably not a very nourishing lunch, all told, but the sweet treat does wonders for my mood. Except Percy definitely picks up on something being a little off. Penny for your thoughts? It's complicated, Percy. Penny for my thoughts, then? No need to share yours if you're in no mood. Okay. Interesting proposition, friend. Here's a penny. We don't have pennies in Canada anymore. Will you take a nickel? Seriously, why Mr. Mopey's Magic Maze? Why not? You make a very strong argument, Percy. Because there's easier high scores out there to knock over. I looked it up on Twin Galaxies last night. That score stood there for 30 years. And that's the challenge, isn't it? But I suppose it's not entirely the challenge that appeals to me. It's, well, how to put this? It's personal. I got into a fight, Moopy beat me, made it my life's mission to beat Moopy. If you don't want to talk about it, I suppose I've teased it enough. We may not know each other well enough to be besties. Hey, look, it's been a whole 2 weeks. I think we're pretty close. But it's a tale worth telling. Well, regale me, kind sir! Regale me with your adventures!
Put simply, Moopy is... It was my little sister's
Oh, this is gonna
favourite
be
girl.
sad.
Dear little Stella.
What happened to Stella?
My sister was a child prodigy. A leap ahead of the curve in every respect. Sharpest mind. Cleverest wit.
Well, this isn't getting better. Oh, how she loved mazes. She had a gift for pattern recognition and optimization. A gift and a passion. It thrilled her to no end to take on mental challenge and defeat it soundly. We got her books, and books filled with mazes and puzzles, and she'd clear one of them every day. Always wanted more to fill her dreary hours. But only so many mazes. To solve the problem, I got her a handheld game console and a copy of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Honestly, at the time I knew next to nothing of video games. A friend of mine in arithmetic class suggested it. It took every scrap of pocket change I could muster buying that game for her. My family had next to no money, you see. A nobody family in a nothing village. Well, I suppose you can relate, yeah? You hit me where it hurts, Percy. You hit me where it hurts. But yeah, no, I can relate. You noticed the pizza bagels, huh? I've struggled, yes, but tried to keep level. I've had a lot of troubles as well. I mean, both are true. Yeah. We started out with money, I guess, but that didn't last long. Eventually things like video games were just out of reach. My parents loved me and tried so hard, but... well, the family curse kept getting in the way. Downsizing, pink slips, bad luck, again and again. Oh, we lost the pumpkin. The wallet heart. Cut for the dad jokes, stay for the hard cut punch to the feels. Also, yay emotes, Aitsu, welcome back to your primary account. Yay emotes. Eventually you're gonna have a new Ellie emote. And yet, here you are, doing what you love despite it not quite alleviating all hardships. I made my choice. It's going to be fine. Everything is fine. As you say. So, the game helped feed my sister's need for greater and greater challenges. That's the key to Mr. Moopy, you see. It generates pseudo-random mazes. Pseudo, as opposed to... well, it's early 1980X technology. Depending on your path through the maze, you can precede the randomness. It's part of the challenge, playing the game of the game. And Stella could play the game of the game like no other. Better than I could, even. Ooh. It's fine! She'd no doubt have beaten the high score by now. Her name up in lights as the champion to unseat a 30-year legacy. And that's why I'm a maniac for Mr. Moopy. I wait for him to continue, but... nope, that's it. Well. You didn't tell me what happened to your sister, and that's very okay, but I am intrigued! I think I understand, though. I'm leaning towards this one. I mean, like, that's, I guess, plausible? You keep using past tense when describing your sister. Sorry for your loss, Percy. I'm sure she was every bit as bright and clever and warm as you described. I wish I could have met her. Thank you, Ellie. Her losses certainly left a hole in the world. When she passed a few years ago, all her potential, all her brilliance, gone. Just wiped out. Wiped out. Just gone. Percy sighs deeply, letting the memory wash over him and pass.
If not for the heart condition, despite everything we tried, everything I did, in the end, it was simply too much.
Oh, Percy, I'm so sorry.
And now, Mr. Moopy's my connection to Stella. She dreamed of beating it, but the little handheld version she had wasn't quite the equal of the original. So, one day, I'm going to take down the school, and I'm going to do it in her name.
Oh, that's awesome, Percy. I like it.
I'll put her initials at the top of that scoreboard. S-I-S.
Wait a minute, are her initials actually SIS, or are you just saying sis, like your sister? I don't know your last name, Percy. Pumpkin. Why don't you do this? Like, you can just stay right there. No, look, you can hang on to me. I'm not moving you. No?
3.5 million points. I know that on that day...
Oh no, Pumpkin!
Someone-
Pumpkin! History! Pumpkin. Don't stand on the keyboard. This is why I don't want you there. Okay. 3.5 million points by Percival James Sinclair. Okay, so Sinclair's last name. Earned in the honor of Stella Isabel Sinclair. Okay, so her initials actually are sis. That's awesome. I know that on that day, somewhere, she'll be smiling at me and saying, "Good show, Percy. Good show. Good show." Despite the sadness of the story, I can't help but smile at the ending. It is a nice one. It is her initials. That's awesome. It is awesome. Although I don't think I would ever be able to live, like, if I knew somebody whose initials were cis and I knew their initials would be cis, that would be their nickname. They wouldn't have a choice. Well, on the day you beat the score for her, floor attendant Ellie will be there to cheer you on. Thank you, love. It's appreciated.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Ellie. Lunch break's over. Iris, thanks for letting me know. Back to the grindstone, eh? Your card's not that grindy. Unless you're trying to beat a high score at Moopy, then it can be pretty grindy. Well, if you'll pardon the obtuse observation, you do seem to be going through the motions. Huh? No, I'm not. I'm having a blast there. By doing what needs doing, yes? Of course, I'm a diligent employee. I suppose it's a question of ambition, but it's not my place to judge, and you have work to do, yes? You are correct.
Be seeing ya.
Go on, go on. I'll return the tray and our books. Can't say I get what he meant by that. He means that you're not going above and beyond. You're just doing what is expected, Ellie. It's what he's saying. You haven't truly found the passion yet. You're enjoying the work. He's right about one thing. There's work to do. I take my leave and return to the Funplex. Time for the afternoon shift. That's usually when things heat up. After the quiet mornings. More kids coming in after school. More pro games rolling in with the crews. I'm headed back to my desk, ready to take care of what needs taking care of, when I'm intercepted en route. Oh, hello. Oh, I like your shirt, Ashley. Ellie, Ashley, you're both back. Good. I was hoping to catch you before we left. Ooh. What's up? Hamza's. I don't know what Hamza's is. It sounds like ham pizza, and that doesn't sound very good.
Okay.
He is, huh? Okay. Who's Hamza? Ashley, I'll bring the van around shortly. Ellie, you'll be flying solo today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Is Ashley's shirt a My Hero Academia reference? the laser boy? The one with the belt? It's every shoujo manga ever. Hang on. What's happening exactly? Who's Hamza? Look at her belt buckle. She has a little flamingo belt buckle too. I didn't notice that. Hamza's a game finder and auctioneer and gives next to no notice of when a new block of games will be going under the gavel, so we need to move. Ashley, Naomi, Francine, and I will be going to his auction for the rest of the afternoon while you run the Funplex. Oh golly. Oh golly gee. My first instinct is to nod and go along with it. Gavin's the law around these parts. But Percy's words are still dangling away in my mind. Doing what needs doing is great and all, but we may need to step up a bit more. Plus, the idea of being trapped in here during our heaviest hours with no support was hardly appealing. Well, I would probably be like, are you sure? I think this is what I would say. I wouldn't flat out just be like, hey, can we swap places? And I don't, like, this seems a little bit too aggressive for me. But it's the what gives. I mean, it's also a little bit bold, and I do like the I want in on this too part, but I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I might burn it down. Me? Seriously? Did we learn nothing from the Great Kitchen Fire incident of 20XX that Ellie exudes an aura of perpetual bad luck? The Great Okay, that is definitely my answer. The Great Kitchen Fire incident of 20XX. That is... I was making pizza bagels. Like, come on. And everything caught fire. That cruddy old microwave exploding had nothing to do with your pizza rolls. They're not rolls, they're bagels. Pizza bagels! Whatever. Hey, hang on! I gotta say this too, right? As a fellow floor attendant? I feel like such a third wheel at those auctions anyways. Let Ellie be the third wheel, let me handle the floor. I'll be the finest third wheel you've ever met. Trust me. I want to do more than I've been doing. Different things, new things. Show some initiative, like... I suppose it wouldn't change much to bring Ellie instead, but no costume time today. Ashley, I need non-plush fingers on duty in case of ticket jams. Pinky could stay in storage for the afternoon. I'm just happy to be helping folks out, one way or another. I need to go get the van. Wait out in front, please. Talking. We'll probably be close by the time you get back, so I'll see you in the morning. Floor attendant Ashley, away! Ashley, you're a hero. And also I get to spend time with Naomi. Eee! Look at her without her little apron on. Ah! Leaving me waiting outside with my two traveling companions. Not much time to chat, however, as Gavin pulls his van and rental trailer around. Let me drop that van into your heart. Oh my, how exciting. I rarely go on adventures these days. It's just a quick trip, man. Any trip is an adventure if you make it one. Shall we? Francine, I love the way you think. Naomi is bae, right? The four of us pile in, and it's off to the highway. Gavin, consulting a driving map on his phone, leads us out of the city via a series of weird turns and back roads. Trust me, this will save time in the long run. Gavin! Where's Hamza set up this time? On site at some abandoned estate just outside town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement. Ooh. Ooh la la.
Woohoo!
So exciting, I love arcade raids. Arcade auctions. Raids! Auctions. You guys got an arcade to English dictionary I could borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers. A raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. An auction is when someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. So, which is this? A raid or an auction? Why, it's both, dearie. Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate, and then auctions off his finds Sort of. Okay. Now I'm fuzzy on the sort of part. I'm the newbie here, remember? Well, okay, so Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money. That hard, cold green. But he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Once, I saw him trade off a vintage Burger Time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe, passed down through generations of family. In other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, and cart them away. Instead, he ambushes us with these impromptu auctions and makes us come down there to entertain his whims. I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure games go to the good homes, to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored we got an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Palace and help the little guys, like us, because he knows the games will be loved. Naomi will be your go for your third playthrough. Right now you're going for Queen Bee in your second, but Gavin Daffworth being main date choice for your first. Well, I'll let you know how Naomi is. It's inefficient and relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Huh? Helping out the little guy sounds good here. I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people. Am I right? Correctamundo! Hamza's a great guy. Is he hard to predict? Sure. But he's got a big heart. And that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days. Gavin. I feel like she's got that, like, going on. Poor Gavin, he's the least dated member of the cast? Oh no! Well, that just means more Gavin for you, Aitsu. You returned from anime date, and how was your anime date? Fantastic, I hope. Yes, because that's how you pay the bills and keep the doors open. By having a big heart. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trade that's practically a steal thanks to his personal modus operandi. But, well, let's not push too far here. We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect. We don't have room to add many more games, especially relics like Hamza usually deals in. What about the offsite storage unit? We can just rotate games in and out more often. Nearly full to bursting, and not cheap for us to rent on a monthly basis. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we can fill should we find an excellent deal and beat the other bidders. But consider this, above anything else, a way to maintain relations with Hamza, even if we don't end up bidding. Oh no, we're coming home with some sweet scores, even if that sweet score is just a new friend for Ellie. Poor Gavin. Ashley is your spoilers. Precious little spoilers.
Now, Naomi. Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite.
So, I have a business proposition for you. What about finding the quietest game? Yes, no, this'll work. Find the quietest game and just go over to the whole story and be like, look, we'll take a book and put it in the prize thing, and you take a game, and when people ask about it, you'd be like, yeah, there's more over at the Funplex. And we'll be like, you won a book! There's more at the whole story. Or better yet, we only take part of the book, chapter 1. If they want the rest, they have to go to the whole story.
And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration upon, we can always retire an older game.
Ah, yes, the compromise. Mommy, look it! I got a copy of Atlas Shrugged from that Crane game. It would be so good. I wanted Infinite Jest or Gravity's Rainbow, but they were too heavy. It would be a fun Crane game. I would play it.
Life, my young friends, is a series of trade-offs.
Francine, you are wise. Teach me in your ways. Well, isn't it better to, you know, not just settle and compromise all the time?
Well, now,
Oh, Francine, I'm learning.
there are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs.
Oh, I see. I see how you italicize that word.
It's silly to say that you should never compromise, as silly as it is to say you should always compromise. It's what you compromise that defines who you are.
Francine, you are the greatest of mentors.
You're all so young yet. You've time to make mistakes in learning what trade you need to make.
Unless you don't make rent on your apartment or your stomach's growling. You'd have to engineer the game differently? Yes, you would. I mean, you could just like make little tiny plastic balls with like hooks on them or something and just put a little piece of paper with like the book, and then you just have it, your book that you got is over at the whole story. That's what you do. Simplify it. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life, to stand up for myself and my happiness. And I've done just that without regret. So everything should be fine now, right? Right? New default topic diversion. The weather. So tell me about that local sports team. I hear they beat the weather this morning. Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing, right? Oh, come on! Of course. Francine didn't even wake up. Wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap cabinets in, just in case. That's our Gavin. Always thinking ahead. Ellie, you should probably, like, bring your hand in and roll up the window. Trying to protect your investments, huh? From Hamza's invitation, it seemed this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to the ailments the games are already suffering. I feel like that's something Naomi can agree on. So sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just ruined beyond repair. That would be a tragedy, yes. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games in barns, supposed silly elements falling apart. It's tragic, really. I suppose this is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games. For their resale value, you mean? A broken game's no fun to play with, and it's a shame to see a classic in terrible condition. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, lots of moving parts, particularly older ones. To experience them in their glory, we need to show them care. Are you like trying to predict something? Even beyond a busted game, earning no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game lie follow. A waste of true potential. Good point. Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. Look, okay? Gavin likes games. The Numbers is just another game that he likes. And it's got real world consequences that you need to be aware of. With the rain pounding down on the van's roof, Kinky, conversation gets a bit difficult. Gradually, everybody resumes fiddling about their phones, knitting, or driving. Hopefully not all at the same time. Always. Leaving me to wonder, exactly where is this auction? Or raid happening anyway? We've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. What would a massive trove of arcade games be doing out this far into the sticks? Maybe it's some closed down roller rink? Or an old bowling alley? Or maybe it's a creepy old house that's likely haunted by exactly 87,194 ghosts. I almost legitimately read that as 87,190x ghosts. Almost. The classic Cater Luck and Play. So majestically awful. Actually, that house looks awesome, Ellie, and like, I want to explore every single room. Gavin pulls up alongside any number of other vans and trucks. We're here a little late, it seems. Good grief, is this really the auction site? Gavin, it is. It is. This game does set a precedent for 1890X. Yeah, no, you can totally do it every time there's a number. Creepy. Definitely creepy. At least an 8 on the creepometer. An old home has character, I feel. Let's not judge it by the exterior, shall we? I'm with you, Francine. This place looks awesome. With all speed, the group hurries inside to get away from the weather. A large group is already gathered in the foyer of the crumbling estate, but one rushes forward to greet us in a blur, as the others pay little mind. Oh no, it's falling apart.
Greetings, friends.
Greetings, friends. Hamza, I like you already. You seem very eccentric.
Hamza welcomes our friends from
Oh,
the
but you
fun
speak in the third person. That's a
Welcome,
bit
welcome.
concerning. Hamza loves Hamza also. Hamza welcomes you.
Gavin, stalwart as ever. Naomi,
Stalwart as
love
ever.
what you've done with your hair. Miss Francine, a beauty surpassed only by your wisdom.
Oh, he's too kind and wonderful. Oh, fresh.
And a new player, it seems. Who might you be?
Ellie Cater.
I see. Greetings to you and yours. I am known as Hamza, seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games.
I love your title, Hamza. Seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games. It is a very, very noble series of titles. Probably your favorite comedic line in the game is in this chapter.
And welcome to, well, not my home, but a place where Hamza shall provide hospitality regardless.
Missed my full name when I typed it in, probably because it was on a Sunday. It's just Ellie. Ellie Cater. Seeker of Antiquity is 1980X, or 1980X is antique? I mean, for video games, yeah. I was unaware Reagan-era amusement machines were antiques on par with the Turin Shroud. You have fire indeed, but rest assured, many a holy grail may lurk in the arcade below. You may even find your own relic of a holy nature by Eve's End. Alas, I have not a moment to enjoy your fine company, Ellie Cater. Perhaps later, but for now, it is time. 1990X is antique, right? Last week is antique. By by the way technology moves. Clapping for attention, Hamza rallies the small crowd in the room to begin the proceedings. Not quite yet for games, that's true. Although I'm already eagerly awaiting the next Samsung Galaxy Fold. Because, like, the first one looks promising to me. So, like, I want... come on, let's move it along. Friends, companions, longtime allies of the noble art of the arcade. Welcome. Welcome to Donna Wood. Its story begins nearly 30 years ago, when legendary pop musician Donna Michaels, singer of such hits as Thrilling and Mama Don't Mope, did a stately pleasure dome decree. Here, the reclusive idol crafted a private amusement park, a petting zoo, and an arcade. Alas, she could only enjoy this paradise for a short 10 years before her tragic death. Needless to say, the estate has fallen on hard times ever since, and this year it shall be torn down to make way for condominiums. Condominiums? Donna Wood what? But not before we have our say.
Friends, those games that Donna Michaels cherished still lurk one floor below, ready to be rescued from such a terrible fate. It is our moral imperative to do so.
Oh, you strike me as a quest giver. I feel so invigorated to go help arcades.
I have paid the estate owners a princely sum for the entire lot. Now, Hamza parcels them out to you. By all means, browse the collection. See which pieces sing out to you.
Ooh, Hamza, I'm so excited.
On the far table, you shall find refreshments, grapes, sparkling wine, and delicacies from my travels. Mingle, cavort, and we shall begin the auction in 1 hour's time.
Ooh la la! This is quite the affair. I should have put on my evening gown. Indeed, a lavishly arranged table that probably costs more than any single arcade game to put together is descended upon by the invitees soon after. I feel like I'm attending some ancient Roman celebration of debauchery and gluttony, not an arcade raid or an arcade auction or whatever. Donna Michaels, I knew it! I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it was raining too hard. Who? You've never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest musical act of 1980X. Look, girly, I was born in 1987 of those 80Xs. So, like, I was like 3. Naomi, I was born in apparently I was born in 1990X. I'm totally plugging my phone into the band stereo so we can blast Girls Just Want to Play Games all the way home. That sounds like a very relatable song. But first, I'm gonna go check out the cabinets in our arcade. I'm not really into mingling. Later, I want to go mingle with you then. She dashes off with all speed, heading for the stairs leading below. Suppose I should go network a bit. Hamza's events always draw an interesting crowd of rival arcade owners. The priorities are very split. Heading for the foodstuffs, Gavin arranges himself a plate so he has an excuse to hang around and eavesdrop on other collectors. Leaving me to do stuff. Now I see why Ashley was bored at these events. Gavin smooches, Naomi analyzes finds, and Francine's already napping in a chair. I've got nothing to do, Francine. Well, when in doubt, find someone who knows what they're doing and stick to them like glue. Oh, we are going to browse the games with Naomi. I'm really not interested in the arcade version of Game of Thrones. Going on up here, Gavin can handle these guys. Me, I want to see this legendary arcade Hamza was talking up. So I head downstairs to join Naomi. Whoa! Look at all those games. Look at this poor game taking a nap. And this one, probably? Is this a private collection or a full-fledged arcade? I was expecting a handful of games on a pool table or something. But this is easily 3 times larger than the Funplex itself, even coated in dust and disrepair. It's awe-inspiring. And it's also hard to find anyone in this maze of tightly packed games. Invitees are browsing the available stock to decide what's worth bidding on, making it crowded as well. But eventually I locate Naomi, practically cuddling a narrow-looking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles machine. Oh! Ellie, look! Look! A 2-player variant of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! These were only released in the Oceania region. Such a rare find! Wait, wasn't that game originally 4-player? Why would anybody want a version with only 2 joysticks? Well, because I mean, it's rare! It's a find! And it's less fun? Not the point. Anyway, it's hard to find one of these 2-player or 4-player. I'd love to have it for the arcade. I'd love to have that, and this one, and this one, and... Oh, if only I could take all of these home with me. I mean, some have water damage, others likely have busted CRTs and controls. They all need work, but... I recall the game she was working on when I first met her. Extensive repairs needed, just to make it playable. So, not only would you have to bid and win the game, but you'd have hours of work and plenty of spare parts to purchase ahead of you. I know! Isn't it great? Oh, Naomi, I love it. I love it. Okay. Is there a nice way to say this? Oh. I don't really like that but. That but, like this, I might have to go with the safe answer here. I think I have to go with the safe answer, because, like, definitely not about the money. I'm like, I like acknowledging that she loves restoring games. I don't like that but. The but makes me want to be safe. How many restorations are in your backlog right now? Quick question. How many games do we have in storage right now waiting for the same restoration treatment? How many games on the floor right now need a tune-up? Let's see. I know there's 3 on the floor right now that need reproduction side art decals and Pac-Man's. Marquee is a bit dim. Plus there's 4 or 5 in our rental storage unit I still need to get around to, 2 of which have dead monitors, so... Can you really take on more projects right now? Putting it in context of all the work that's ahead of her seems to bring her back down a bit. I could make the time. I could get it all done and then some. I'm sure of it. I mean... She sighs, frustration building. Just give her a hug. Just give her a hug. I know it's not fair, Naomi.
I mean, I'm not dense. I know there's only so much we can realistically do. So many projects I can actually take on. But I wish I could do more. I wish we could do more.
I wish we could do more too. Start by cloning you. Make 1 million Naomis.
Funplex has never really been a success. Even before I came on board, it was always struggling to stay afloat. I joined it because so few arcades still have the games I love. But I can't turn our situation around, can I? No matter how hard I try.
I think we're doing pretty good.
This was my first job. Part of me is hoping it'll be my last job, too. That I can happily spend all my days tinkering with these wonderful games.
Oh, Naomi, I want that for you so much.
Every kid says they want to be a fireman or an astronaut or a robot cop or something, but nobody actually ends up doing that.
Well, some people do. Maybe not the robot cop part. But, like, we have firemen and astronauts, and so somebody ends up doing it.
I wanted to fix up arcade games, and that's what I'm doing. It's all I ever wanted to do. So, when I see all these old, broken games, I just want to show them the love I can give. I could be happy working on them for the rest of my life.
Well, so I'm not going to suggest this out loud, but I am going to think in my head. You know, I bet you could, like, square a deal away with Hamza, being like, look, you want these games to be loved and find a good home? Well, you buy them. I fix them up, then we auction them. You know, we give them that initial love they need to make sure that they're well off, and then we boot them out the door. That's dedication. Really? You went straight from school to an arcade job? I mean, I've meandered from job to job, never really sure what I wanted to do. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I'm the oddball here. Naomi, I get it. I was the same way. Was gonna make video games, knew I was gonna make video games, and I make video games, although I did go through a bunch of other jobs before that, but is what it is. It's funny, I followed my heart and found just what I wanted, what I needed, and now, well, scared someday it'll all come to an end. The Funplex will close.
And if the Funplex goes under, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. All I ever wanted was to work in an arcade. And I'm literally living my dream.
Well, there's other arcades. Okay, now I feel bad for bringing down her day. Hey, look! You never know, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find a game down here that brings in thundering herds of players. You're right! It's a slim hope, and we both know it, but Naomi clings to it immediately, eagerly. My low bank balance and grumbling stomach mean I need to cling to that hope as well. I made my choice, now I need to make that choice work. We just need to find the right game. Something nobody's played in a long time. Something that'll tug at the nostalgia strings. Ooh, nostalgia, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to resist. It's difficult finding the right balance, especially in the year 20XX. A lot of these games are on life support, borrowed time. But they can be repaired, right? Well, yeah, for now. But CRTs, the monitors that power these old games before LCDs, and now 3D flats started replacing them, they're in short supply. Nobody makes them anymore. I mean, who buys a tube-based TV anymore? Nobody. It's all high definition and that dumb 3D projection tech which looks awful. Nobody appreciates a good CRT anymore. Aren't high-def displays way cheaper, though? I've seen some old games running them in other arcades. They're wrong is what they are! These games weren't designed for pixel-perfect flat panels. They're designed for fuzzy tubes. The picture looks weird on LCDs. Girl, I love me my pixels. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. I understand that, like, CRTs applied a natural anti-aliasing to a lot of things, but golly, those pixels. Even 2 weeks in, I'm still fuzzy myself on a lot of this stuff. But I grew up in the internet age. I'm silicon literate. I got opinions. Let's use LCDs and just bash people over the head to make their vision blurry. Can't solve it on one end, we'll solve it on the other. Now what you do, the compromise here if you want that blurriness is you put an LCD screen in, and then you get some grease and you just smudge up the screen. Ugh. Can't we simulate the fuzzy image and still use an LCD? I mean, that is also an option, although digital scan lines look awful. IMO. How about we buy some cheap and common games, then gut them for spare CRTs? So it's a problem having spare parts on hand long term. Short of building our own factory for cranking out TV tubes, there's a temporary fix. We buy some cheap common games, use them as organ donors,
Ugh.
and ruin a classic? Cheap and common, Naomi. Not some rare find, but one that's still readily available. We can even keep the cabinet itself so it can be restored later if need be. Point is, mixing and matching the guts will keep more fragile games afloat.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean... okay, yeah. That does make sense. And I bet I could sell Gavin on that idea too. We'd need more rental storage, but it'd mean less ordering parts and less downtime. Okay, I'll see if there's anything down here nobody would want and nobody would need.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you're with us at the Funplex. Me too, Naomi. I'm so glad. Whether you take my side or Gavin's side, it's just nice to have someone who cares about games around. Ashley's fun, but she's way more into cosplay than gaming. But it's kind of odd, you know? What is? Feeling like I'm not alone. I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm so used to toiling away in my little workshop with Ashley and Gavin not really caring about the things I love. Well, that's sad, Naomi. You're kind enough to me, and friendly. Well, Ashley is, but ever since you showed up, I feel like there's someone with me. It's odd. Oh, girl, I'm with you. I'm not complaining, though. I guess it just takes getting used to. After years of feeling perfectly content to be alone. Well, but like, you gotta geek out. Gotta geek out about the things you love. It fosters your passion, fuels it. Away from strangers, crowds, I mean, it's not really my thing. I don't like to network like Gavin does, or socialize like Ashley does. And now I'm making things weird, so I'm gonna stop there. Not weird, Naomi. Not weird. Adorkable. Besides, I'm just about to done taking inventory down here. How about you and I suddenly shouting and stomping of feet from the floor above? What the? Looks like there's a fight or something going on up there. Oh, that's not good. I think we better go see what's what. Quickly, we hurry upstairs. What's going on? I heard shouting. Hamza has ejected a representative of the Dark Carnival known as Diko's Palace from our midst, and not soon enough, in Hamza's opinion. Oh. Okay. I guess everything's fine then? Excuse me, I'm gonna go get my work apron on since we'll be moving games soon. Naomi, if you don't mind, after you change, we should coordinate our wish list. I want to get that settled before the auction begins. No, don't leave me alone with the Bacchanalian orgy master. Excellent. Now, let us resume the social amusement and jocularities? Ellie-cator. We will speak, yes? Why, yes, Hamza, of course we will. And it will be a riveting conversation. Hamza leads me off away from the chattering crowd, presumably not to eat me, or yell at me, or anything like that. I hope.
I make it a point to get to know all who attend my gatherings. Clearly, I have been remiss, as I allowed one who works with the hated Dekonami to enter.
The Konami.
Hamza would like to know you better, my friend. Not that Hamza assumes you to be a spy, of course. It is simply a matter of what is proper and right.
This is your shindig, Hamza. You run the ship. I ain't here to rock no boats, but I'm just a floor attendant for the Funplex. Not much else to say. Oh, Ellie, you're selling yourself short.
Come now. Surely there's more to you than that. Share with Hamza. Consider me an impartial third party. Surely there are matters that occupy your mind which would be inappropriate to air to your business partners?
I mean, I am concerned about turning into a pizza bagel with how many of them I'm eating. Okay, this guy's clearly on a fishing expedition for dirt. Considering the high court of arcade royalty I'm supping with, maybe it's best not to give him anything. But I also don't want to make relations difficult for the Funplex. If this guy is really a leading supplier of cheap arcade games, I'm secretly the royal heir of a distant land. Honestly, I've had a long run of bad luck. I won't bore you with the whole story, but the TLDR is my family had a curse of foul luck for quite a few years. Moving from city to city, job to job. After I left home, I couldn't find stable work. Not until the Funplex, I guess. I'm determined to make this work, but I'll admit, I'm in a vulnerable position. It's not exactly a jet-setting executive role.
Hamza agrees.
Yes, I see the dilemma you face. I've seen it many times before, in fact, including firsthand. Yes, I have known hardship. We all have, in the course of events. You are not alone in that condition, Ellie Cater.
Hamza began as a mere urban explorer and hunter of rare objects for a wealthy buyer in Dubai.
Interesting.
You see, many debts pursued me. And in return for assistance in paying them, I stocked the arcade of his dreams. In time, my patron released me entirely from the woes of debt.
Well, that is very nice.
They were difficult years, productive years to be certain, and throughout them, Hamza learned how to use the mystique of being Hamza to better achieve his goals.
I bet his, real name is, Greg or something. This is just his show name.
Now I stand before you with power, and with hard-earned respect for that power. I leverage it to ensure that those who respect games as I do can enjoy them, even if they lack coin.
Hamza, you are a hero among men.
But yes, I have known hardship. We all have in the course of events. You are not alone in that condition, my friend.
Wait a second, is that a game genie? Yes. Yes, he is a game genie. So reminds you of a Kajit. Yeah, that too. Okay, so how do I get out of that condition? Do I need to indebt myself to a wealthy prince? Or something too?
No. You will need the will to dream and the will to work.
Well, I'm doing both of those.
The will to make the trade-offs that will bring you closer to your ambitions.
Francine was mentioning something about that earlier. Wisdom and beauty, that is Francine. I'm trying to not make trade-offs, though. Not to settle. My parents, they gave up on so much just to barely scrape by. Ah, that is the puzzle, is it not? What to trade? Allow me to regale you with a story. Ooh. Hamza makes a sweeping gesture to the beautiful ruin of the Donna Wood Mansion, and to to an oil painting hanging on the wall. At one time, Donna Michaels was a star on the rise. She had all she could ever desire and indulged in her desires all day long. But so indulgent was she that she failed to maintain the work that brought her there. After her second album didn't meet expectations, she lost interest. For years she lurked in these walls as a recluse, playing games for hours and hours. Rumor has it that she was found dead within her beloved arcade, hand still wrapped around a glowing joystick. She starved to death, lost in a game of life or death. Dun dun dun. I'd say that's ridiculous, but I've seen Percy play for hours and hours at a time. And now her lost and aimless spirit haunts this very place. Ooh. Adrift as a ghost in the machine. Too spoopy for me, man. Peace out. It's not too spoopy, it's a good story. I want to get the machine that she's haunting. Too spoopy indeed, and obviously grim fairy tale, rather than reality. But I feel there is an important truth buried in the myth. I ask you, was Donna's life spiritually satisfying? She didn't need to make any more albums. She wanted for nothing, and had everything. You could even say she died doing what she loved. Playing games. Pumpkin, you can't walk. You can't walk on my keyboard. Please? Ellie likes ghost types. Anyways, I do like ghost types. Well, grim fairy tale. All the puns in this game are A+. They are fantastic. Although I'm sure a lot of them fly over my head. Okay, but she still died. No getting around that.
Hamza agrees.
Precisely! That is what happens. So many years thrown away, refusing the world around her in favor of a dream. A dream is a lovely thing, Ellie Cater, but you must balance a dream in one hand and the world in the other at all times. Naomi, she clings to her dream. Gavin, he clings to the world. Neither of them are truly happy as a result. Well, I'm going to be Naomi's happy medium. And what of you, Ellie Care? Do you seek to be truly happy? Well, yeah, duh. What else was I going to answer except yes? But Hamza pressed a finger to my lips to silence me. Ooh, bold. Right on the lips, huh? Okay. Hope you washed your hands. Hold that thought. The auction is about to begin. Calling the room to attention. Ow, ow, Pumpkin, my... Ow. Ow. Ow, Pumpkin. She disconnected all of my headphones. That was not very nice, kitten. Da-da-da-da.
Greetings, friends.
Friends, let us proceed to the arcade below. We have many games to bid on, all of which must be out the door by morning. So aggro for a little pumpkin. She can be pretty aggressive when she wants all of my attention all of the time, always. As always, I will accept alternate bids, but test not the patience of Hamza. If your bid is not a serious offer, the hours grow short. Any titles which find no takers will go to my own collection, but my hope is to find a happy home for every machine, one which will love and respect these games. He motions for me in particular to follow as the group files downstairs. This way! This way! A bunch of folding chairs have been set up in front of a large HD TV. One of Hamza's assistants loads up a photo slideshow of the games on offer as the group settles in. Hey, shouldn't Francine be here for this? It's technically her money. She trusts the two of us to make the right decisions on purchasing games. Plus, I'd hate to interrupt her nap, or her knitting, or both. I swear she can knit in her sleep. That, I would worry about accidentally stabbing myself. Assuming I could knit. Oh, I'm just too nervous. I think I'm going to go browse the games again. See if there are any I missed. It's so dark down here. I could swear I didn't see them all. How about you, Ellie? Want to watch the auction with me or go help Naomi search the arcade? I'm fine either way. Ultimately, you're only here to help us lug our purchases out the door, so do whatever you like. Thanks? I think? I'll help if you let me wave the paddle around. Oh no, like, look, sorry Gavin, this isn't really a contest. Also, games. It's hard to see your way now that the sun's gone down. Naomi might get lost. Technically, the sun's been blocked by clouds all afternoon. Still a factual statement. As you like. Try to dissuade her from dropping more items into the wish list if you can. Right. Now to find Naomi, again, amongst the sea of glorious games. The hilarious thing about your Monster Prom is that you have more secret endings than normal endings. Without the roaming crowd of arcade collectors actively roaming this place actually feels super empty. And super dark. And super creepy. By the time I actually locate her, I can't even see the auction. I'm deep in the virtual woods. Actually, that sounds amazing. That sounds super cool. And she's staring into a darkened corner. She's possessed by the ghost of Donna Michaels, isn't she? I'm about to get spooked. I'm about to get spooked so hard. Oh. Ellie. Look! Instead of tearing my skin off and shrieking like a banshee, Naomi just points to the exposed back of an arcade game. Old wood, having rotted away years ago. And inside, nestled beneath the circuit and monitor tubes, is a sleepy mother cat with several sleepy kittens. I feel like Birding need to post a picture of this to the internet.
I already took care of that.
Whew, okay, thanks Naomi. That was gonna be a serious problem, had you not. Okay, as long as someone did, it's very important.
The cabinets back here have a lot of water damage and wood rot. I guess this kitty and her family took shelter some time ago. But someone's gonna buy this game soon, and then they won't have a home anymore.
Am I gonna get kittens? I didn't think you'd be a cat person. Of course she's a cat person. Or a people person for that matter. I mean, you strike me more as a game person, as in, you'd give your games cute names and preen them and have way too many of them in one apartment than is healthy.
Hey, I'm not that game of
Oh, but I am.
Well, okay, maybe I am. But as much as I'd also love to save the game these cats call home, the cats are more important than any silly arcade game.
It's true, despite claiming to be antsy around strangers, she's been nothing but friendly to me. Even giving me her lunch the first day I got here. Yeah, she's wonderful! As much as folks at the arcade consider her to be a bit game-obsessed, there's clearly more to Naomi than being a one-note otaku.
We've got to do something for the kitties. So what should we do?
Well, first we need to snuggle them. Buy the game, maybe? Then you could save both of them?
Tempting, but, I've
Practical
already
escape is
my
with the
luck.
host!
I can't add a game we don't need just to save these cats.
We could just take the cats out of the game. Like, they're not gonna, like, grab the box with cats in it and then, like, put the cats in the track. Everybody, you should totally go follow The Practical Escapist, by the way. She's a lovely maritime streamer, and a good friend. You should definitely be checking her out. She's been doing a lot of cooking streams. We could take them to an animal shelter. You should adopt them. They need a home. Ooh. Okay, so here's the problem. I want to compromise between both of these. Cause like, I don't think, how many kittens are there? This is a very important question. Look, Naomi, I want to change this from you should adopt it to we should adopt them. We should. We'll move in together. Do you have room in your home for some new friends? I think they could use a friend, and you're a good one to have, furry or otherwise. Kittens! Well, okay, can't adopt all of them, but maybe Mommy Cat wouldn't mind parting ways with one kitten? The shelter can take the others. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's more what I was leaning towards. But where would we take them? What shelter? And how do we safely move them? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to mess this up. Well, we could just, like, we got our phones. We can, like, Google shelter. What do we do? What do we do? Naomi. Cool it. We have the internet. It has the vast repertoire of human knowledge out there. Oh, right. Thanks to the wonders of information superhighway, Naomi's got the instructions we need in seconds. Didn't even need an iris backing her up. Thanks to speedy tapping. Right, okay. We're going to need 1. A cardboard box large enough to fit them in. Not a problem. There's plenty of boxes around here, left behind by movers and liquidators. 2. To avoid being scratched up, heavy gloves. No problem. I brought a pair from the Funplex, was expecting to use them to haul giant wooden game cabinets around. 3. Some food for the trip. They had turkey up at the buffet, right? It's just basic breast meat. Should work. Water, too. Lastly, we need some bedding, some sort to line the box, a blanket or something. I wouldn't trust, like, the curtains or anything in this crappy old house. Could have bugs or worse. I might know where we can get a blanket. Upstairs. I bet Francine's knitting one! Right. Pass me your gloves. I'll get the box. You go grab food and blanket. It's Operation Kitty Rescue, go! I like this plan. Right, it's up to me now. For the sake of a bunch of absolutely adorable little fuzz muffins, I must accomplish my sacred goals. Gavin and the auction can wait. It's time. It's go time. Scooping up the roast bird in water. That's the easy part. Plenty of pickings left over, even after ravenous arcade owners descended upon this buffet. As for the blanket, well, we conveniently have access to one of those lying in Francine's lap. Her knitting now complete as she snoozes away. I'm reasonably certain she wouldn't mind me appropriating this for the sake of some cuddly little kittens. Right? I mean, ooh, this is the tough part. Like, I am very confident that she won't mind, but I'm not prone to being sneaky. Like, I don't know what her intentions are for that blanket. Like, I want to ask her. Only polite. Wake me up before you go save the kids. That's what I feel like I have to. Francine? Okay, I can't just steal that blanket. She's been knitting for days. I hate to interrupt her rest, but this is for the best. I nudge her very, very lightly. Miss Francine? Huh? Huh?
Hello,
Oh,
dearie.
Ellie, pardon. I must have dozed off and... Everybody's gone. Is the auction over already? Why, it's only been minutes. Yeah, it's been hours, sorry.
My oh my.
How the time flies. Listen, I mean, I found some kittens that need to be moved somewhere safer, but we need a blanket. Would you mind if I...
By all means.
By all means, go right ahead. Thank you, Francine! It's just, you've been working on it so long, I figured, it's only a blanket. It could save a life no matter how small a life. That's well worth the price of a new ball of yarn. She folds up the small blanket to make it fluffy and warm and double layered, perfect for lining the box inside of a box. Now, if you don't mind, I just need to rest my eyes a moment. She's good. She's good at falling back asleep. Wow. Okay then. Food check, water check, blanket check. Now to assemble all these components together into a giant kitten-saving robot! I've returned to Naomi, busy fretting over the kittens while tugging on the work gloves. Not long now, cuties. Not long before we find you a new home. Ellie's Kitten Rescue Service at your service! Oh, say, that's a pretty nice blanket you found. Wait, isn't that Miss Francine's blanket? It's cool, it's cool. She volunteered it for the cause. Okay then. Actually, moving pets is trickier than I thought it'd be. The gloves protect Naomi from scratches, but coaxing them out means tempting them with food and water and being very patient. And soon enough... Kittens! Ta-da! Oh my god, that is so adorable, I want to die! That's right, did you hear that, kids? You're so adorable, Ellie wants to die. Weird. Bet you'd be surprised to hear this, but I collect stuffed animals, plushies, furry little cute things, stuff like that. Not all my toys have plastic buttons and vinyl T-molding along the edges and run on quarters. I'm not actually that surprised. You like cute stuff. Like me? Yeah, before I found arcade games, I had quite a collection of dolls and plushies and stuff. My relatives would keep showering me with random toys when I was a kid. It's me! You're in the game! You are. Like, visit an auntie, get a doll. Visit my grandfather, get a stuffed kitty. Eventually, my closet was practically bursting with this stuff. Well, maybe give away a bunch of it to charity to clear out some storage space. I didn't mind, since then I could make other kids happy, but I decided to keep getting dolls anyways. Not even to play with, just to have. Even as I grew up, if I spotted something that matched my aesthetic, it became mine. These days, I wake up, see that collection with all those googly eyes and button eyes and stuff, and well, it brightens my day. You know?
So beautiful.
But real kitties, so many of them. These are gonna brighten up a lot of people's days. Definitely need to share more online photos of these little cuties, but for now, I'd better babysit them. Don't want any kitties wandering off. Still, her arm must be getting tired as she set the box down for the time being. Sorry, Ellie. That means I can't really help move our purchased games. You okay doing it with Gavin instead of me? I mean, I'd rather do it with you. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. But I guess this will have to do. No problemo.
Thank you.
And hey, thanks. You stuck by my side all day, even when you didn't have to. Heck, you're even here instead of Ashley. You didn't have to do that either. Why did you want to hang around me all day anyways? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Think of an excuse. Think of an excuse. Okay, don't blow it, Ellie. Here's your shot. I guess I really just wanted to spend time with you, Naomi. Oh boy. Oh boy. Honestly, I wanted to spend more time with you. You weren't there for lunch the other day. Oh! I really admire how much you love these games, and just think you're pretty and so enthusiastic and so positive, and it really brightens my day to have you around.
I guess it brightens my day to have you around too.
You're very pretty. But the auction's going to be winding up soonish, so I should take the kitties upstairs to wait with Francine and look after them. Would you mind finding Gavin, telling him where I am? Sure thing.
See ya.
Okay, I'll see you later. She scampers off to take the cats upstairs, where it's warmer and brighter. Right back to Gavin. Although finding my way through this maze in the dark is easier said than done. No point waiting around, one foot in front of the other. As I walk by a game, the screen lights up. I freeze in my tracks as my hand accidentally brushes past the glowing joystick. It seems familiar, like something from a story I heard once. Polybius Hamza. Hamza's Tall Tale. You said Donna Michael supposedly died while playing one of these games. A game with a glowing joystick. I should walk away. I should go. I have official Funplex duties. I've been very good about not gaming when I should be working. But someone's already inserted a quarter. The game is ready to play. One game couldn't hurt, right? Just one? Just one game? Hello, Pokeseeker, how are you doing? Hearts and hugs, welcome, welcome. I want to play the game. Play the game, play the game, play the game. I like this play the game. My hands wrap around the stick as my eyes drink in the colored lights swirling on the screen. Play the game. Play the game. Play the game forever. Obvious 1980X Sinus-Lotion game. Start! This isn't real. It can't be real. I'm in there. That's me. It's just a game. Just a game I have to play forever. None of this is real. Level 1. The Harpy. Round. Start! There you are. I've been worried sick. What are you doing out here? Touching strange joysticks, meeting strange people, getting into trouble. You need to stay safe, Ellie. Trust me. Believe in me. I can help you find your dreams. All you have to do is everything I tell you to do. You depend on me. You need me. And you'll always depend on me. Always need me. I'll see to it by making sure I control everything in your life for your own good. Harpy used overprotective. It's super effective. That hurt. It really hurt. I'll hide the truth from you. I'll keep you away from every chance you have to better yourself. I won't let you leave me. You'll always need me. It's not real. It's not real. Harpy used the Undeer. It's super terrifying. Ow, Juniper! Stop it, please! You agreed I was right to hide that job opportunity at my office from you. I was right! Everything is fine! You'll never doubt me again, right? And if you do, I'll beat you until you understand! It's pronounced Yanden Ray, is it? I did not know that. The game. I have to win the game. I get this feeling that if I don't win, I'll never get out of here. Something's wrong. I know Juniper's not a control freak. This isn't like her. Current health, 100. Action. Summon a cleric? Refuse to believe. I don't really want to fight Juniper. Then, but better, yes. Oh, I definitely just read that H as an N. You so want to answer? I refuse to believe. This is ridiculous. This isn't real, and this isn't you, Juniper. I know how much of a bastard I am for saying this, but you're not competent enough to be a calculating mastermind, trying to keep me dangling from your leash. You're just too open, too honest, too clumsy to pull off something like that. I know you. I've always known you. And I know you're sincerely trying to help me, even when you mess up. Player used harsh truth. It's super honest. No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Ellie. You're right. I just wanted to help you smile again. I made a mistake, but it wasn't to keep you under my thumb or anything like that. Juniper, I'm smiling. It's okay. I'm going to make this work. It's hard work. But I'm going to make my dream come true. Whew, good. I'm so glad to hear it. Good old Juniper. Kind heart as always. Okay. I can do this. I can handle this. Level 2. The Shade. Round. Start. This is all your fault. Nope. I officially can't handle this. Peace. The pizza bagels, the debt, the rent payments, all of it piling up, mounting up because you are a failure and will always be a failure. The family curse, the tears and the sorrow, moving from town to town, barely getting by, settling for what you can get. That's who you are forever. For sort of a reference mood. It's never going to change. The arcade job, it'll collapse. It's already not enough to turn back the tide. Inevitably, the arcade will close, bought out by Konami, and you'll be jobless, homeless, ruined, just like you deserve to be. Shade used depression. It's super unfortunate. You were better off not caring, not feeling anything. Go with the flow, accept your fate, fall away, knowing you never really had any other option. You can't even mount a defense because I'm you, and you know I'm right. You know you're right. We'll never be happy. I can't do this. Current health, 100. Action. Do I attack the Shade? Do I summon a tank? Or do I struggle against the darkness? I kind of... Do I get support? I'm gonna summon a tank. I can't do this. Not by myself, and I won't be ashamed to ask for help. I summon a guardian! I've known you, Shade. You've lurked in my own heart many a year, haven't you? But I know that there are others who love me, even if they're no longer with me. I still remember their smiles. I'd like to see Ellie smile again, so we'll stand by her side for however long she needs someone to lean on. I promise. Guardian used empathy. It's super compassionate. But you deserve... The summon for adoption is always the best. That doesn't have to be me. I can decide who I want to be. And with everyone standing behind me, I know that if I should fall, someone will catch me. Prepare for final boss! Good! I'm ready. I'm definitely ready to get out of here. Level 3, the Lost Soul. Round. Start! Ooh, who are you? Donna, I don't get it. Not one bit. Miss Signo! Are you Donna Michaels? Girls just want to play games. I just wanted to be happy. I made a place where I could be happy forever. Walked inside, then locked the door and threw away the key. I got what I wanted. I was happy. I didn't struggle. I didn't try. I didn't do anything more than I had to do. Just like you. Like me, I'm not a billionaire pop princess. Neither was I. Nobody liked my second album. I wasn't meant to be a star, so I gave up. I was okay taking the money and running. You could do the same. Maintain. Eat the pizza bagels. Do everything that's asked of you. Let Juniper continue to float the rent. You're in a good place. You could stay here. You could let go. Play games forever. Be happy. No ambition. No hope. No need. You'll be fine. You'll be safe. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Ever since my little lunch date, something's been bugging me. Maybe now I know what it is. Why did I ask to replace Ashley on this trip? I didn't have to. They didn't ask me to. Why did I do it? Because this isn't enough. Being an arcade floor attendant isn't enough. Living hand to mouth isn't enough. Good. Quit your job. Quit and become like me. Lose yourself in the games. Oh, I'm not quitting. That's not what I meant at all. I want to fight. Current health, 100% action. No, I'm not fighting her. That's not what I meant either. Ooh. Ooh. If I can make the arcade thrive, I'll thrive. I'll turn the fun place into a palace of fun. My friends have supported me, I will support them. I had no real ambition before, but I'm ready to step up. I like all of those answers. All of them. All of them. I want to say all of them. I think this is the one. I think this is the one for me. I had no real ambition before. Floor attendant Ellie? No. I'm done being at the bottom rung of the career ladder. I don't need to leave the arcade to be a success. What I need is for the arcade to be a success. The arcade could be so much more. I could lead the way, go above and beyond. Just doing what I'm told. I could champion the cause of the Funplex. That's my dream. I want to end the family curse to find both success and happiness. And when the Funplex is finally the roaring success it deserves to be, with God as my witness, I shall never eat a pizza bagel again, unless I want to. But the glitchy sage just looks at me, with confusion. That sounds hard. Yeah. It kinda does, doesn't it? It's a hard path, but that's how it's going to be. No. No, I don't think so. I think you need to stay here with me. You need to play games forever. That's so much easier, isn't it? To just let go? I can make you see. I can keep you here, drag you down, tear you apart. I eye my health bar nervously. It's still full, but that could change. I don't think Polybius is happy that I'm not giving in. I can't risk a fight with Donna. I need to get out of here, prioritize my survival. Or do I want to try and save Donna too? Oh, I'm ambitious. We are going to defeat the game and rescue Donna. This is risky as hell, but nobody deserves to be trapped inside a video game forever. Assuming I'm not just wildly hallucinating, based on Hamza's spooky story taking root in my mind and none of this is actually real in the slightest. Donna, I'm not staying, and you don't have to either. Polybius is making you feel this way. It's taking advantage of you, leveraging your depression. I know, because I've been mired in depression too. And I know if I can beat it, so can you. Nobody wanted me. They hated the second album. They moved on. Why not play games forever? Why not lock the door behind me? Nobody cared. Nobody cares. Screw 'em. Haters gonna hate. Nobody cares, and I care. I mean, both of those answers? But let's go with this one. Right now, there's a young woman with a phone filled with your music waiting out there. She's going to play her whole catalog for me once I'm out of here. She cares. I care. Maybe the jerks back in your day lost interest, but nostalgia's a heck of a thing. You could mount a comeback tour. A tour? I always loved performing. The rest of the business, I hated it all. I hated the label, the industry, the backstabbing, the drugs, everything. But the concerts, I love the smiles. But it's all over, isn't it? I died. I'm not even Donna's spirit. All that's left is the simulation of me running through the subroutines of Polybius. Error. Ellie, thank you. Thank you for trying to save me. But there's nothing left to save. I'm not real. You seem real enough to me. Error, no escape, purpose, code, execute. You need to go before Polybius completes its data collection of you and disposes of the original like it did to me. I'll hold it back, and your BFF will do the rest. What?
Digital BFF to the rescue!
Iris! I finally figured out how to break you out of this, but, my apologies in advance. Hang on. Do I smell something burning? No escape, erase, Donna replaced with new player, erase. She's fading, but smiling, all the same. It's okay. I'm ready. Go out there and fight for your dreams, Ellie. Don't give up, no matter what. I saved her as best I could. At least she escaped in her own way. Also, something smells like bacon, and I'm in a lot of pain. As my consciousness snaps back, my hand releases the joystick immediately. Also, my pants are on fire. That's not good. On instinct, I kicked off my shoes and yanked my jeans down, getting rid of them as fast as possible. Oh no! Snapping them out quickly. Put the flames out, leaving only smoldering denim. And the melted remains of my phone. Iris, oh no, she sacrificed herself to save my life. Also, now I need a new phone. Wait, no, she lives in the cloud. She'll be totally fine. Still, I'm out of phone. Possibly have first-degree burns, and I'm backing the hell away from that demonic video game as fast as possible. Quickly, I rush towards the sound of people talking to catch up with Gavin. Gavin!
Greetings.
Ah, there you are. Did you find Naomi? The auction's nearly over. Wait. Where are your pants? Not important right now. You need to put a bid down on a game called Polybius, so we can destroy it before it hurts anyone else. What? Look, it's a long story. We may not have much time, so if you wanted that game, whatever it is, you should have put it on the wish list. They're bidding on it now. What? Sold. One rare Polybius prototype for an undisclosed sum to the undisclosed bidder. It'll never be found again. The woman who hadn't said anything all night long nods her head in appreciation, still expressionless. Thank you for your cooperation. Two similarly dressed men in black rise from their chairs, departing with the woman presumably to go box up the game and put it in Warehouse 13 or something. Well, that works too. But Hamza, wait, you can't! Hamza's hands are tied! All sales are final. This one in particular is extremely final. Hamza does not seek to cross federal authorities. Yeah. Maybe I should let this one go too. Honestly, the sooner I forget about it, the better, especially if I don't want to be renditioned to a black site prison in unspecified stan. I feel like the need to emphasize that you aren't wearing any pants. Yeah, my phone caught fire while it was in my pocket. See, this is why I don't like smartphones. They're privacy invasive, overly expensive, and occasionally combustible. An unfortunate incident indeed, but as a hospitable host, my course is clear.
Hamza shall provide you with his pants.
That is extremely not necessary. Fortunately, rather than whipping off his trousers right there, Hamza summons one of his helpers with a clap who provides a spare pair. Convenient. Hamza will give you his pants! Why do you have pants on demand?
In my line of work, one must be prepared for all eventualities.
Now, in apology for being unable to provide you with the game you sought, perhaps Hamza can offer you something special in recompense. My friend, the final 3 games for auction, all rare, all special, all highly sought after by collectors and operators alike. Only a few prototypes were ever made, released to test markets. None of them made it to mass production. What you are about to see are rare gems of arcade history. Allocator, you may make a priority bid on any one of these games of your choosing. A glance at Gavin, who's shaking his head lightly, confirms we are officially out of bidding power. Not that I really care. I can't think of any obscure games I'd really want to add to Funplex, but better to accept Hamza's apology and take a gander at them. Sure, let's see them. And with a click of a slide, I see...
Behold, Phrase Invaders, Wyvern Keep,
Ooh.
and Zombie Meltdown. All
Ooh.
in mint condition. All
Ooh.
3 are sought after endlessly by collectors. And now, you can bid on... Phrase Invaders, a unique typing-based game from the land of the rising sun, Japan. Defeat the alien menace armed only with a keyboard.
Okay, so this is like Typing of the Dead style Space Invaders?
Wyvern Keep, a much sought-after Laserdisc full-motion video game. Play Princess Plucky and rescue the fair prince from the clutches of a
Ooh.
terrible beast.
Ooh. Yes.
And finally, Zombie Meltdown, a classic 1980 light gun shooting game where you save the president from the red threat of radioactive mutant zombies.
I mean, sounds like a classic. Ellie Cater.
Tell me, which of these rare games sings to you? And what can you offer Hamza in return? I'll allow you a few moments to ponder your desires.
Please do. Ardenian, I've been waiting upstairs for ages. Why are you holding a box of kittens, Naomi? I found them hidden in an old arcade cabinet. Francine and I are going to take them to a shelter. Wait, is that a Phrase Invaders? OMG, I've never seen one in person. I could restore that, really make it shine. Please, please, can we bid on it? Puma with the bug fix! Puma, hearts and hugs, how are you doing? Very much appreciate the subscription. How are you doing? I hope you are well. Also, it's starting to get a little bit chilly in here. Let's turn on some heat. Go. How are you doing, Puma? You're great. Now it's Friday. It is Friday. Really good Friday, too.
Doubtful.
Even if we had the money, a quirky old Japanese game with weird controls won't earn a single token. Now, Zombie Meltdown, that's another story. Everybody likes a light gun game. Simple controls, simple premise. That'll earn and earn well. Way too violent and gross, and jingoistic, and just sort of dumb. Guess we could also see Wyvern Keep at the Funplex, though. Women protagonist, 50 cents to play. We both walk away happy. I could live with that, yes. But it's all moot. We can't afford any of them. These are source games millionaires and private collectors scoop up. I suggest we get to work moving our purchases out to the van. Ellie, do you concur? Earth to Ellie. You in there? Hello? Remember, before my family fell on hard times, before the curse kicked in, every summer we'd go to the beach and there was this arcade with one game I fell completely in love with. A game no one had even heard of before. I remember it now. Hamza, I've come to bargain.
Such fire.
Ellie Cater, most impressive. Speak your desire for all to hear. The game I remember so fondly was... Oh no! I mean, it's definitely one of these two. Like, IRL, I would play both of those games. I mean, I would play Zombie Meltdown too, but... I mean, I really, like, how... Like, we basically have, like, Typing of the Dead Space Invaders and, like, what is it called? Dragonlance? Dragonlair or something like that? I mean, this is definitely the more interesting game. It's unique. Dragonlair, yeah, that's what I thought. This is tough. This is very, very tough. We would be the only place. I really kind of want to just go with the balance of, but, Naomi wants Phrase Invaders. I mean, I have to. I have to go Phrase Invaders. It's how I learned how to spell. Of course, how could I have forgotten? I'm silicone literate. Thanks to that game, it taught me basic typing skills. Hunt and peck at first, before I quickly learned to touch type. Countless hours shooting down aliens, typing out the words they used as force fields, my parents smiling, encouraging me on. Those were good years, good memories, before the sorrows drowned them out. I wish to make a bid for Phrase Invaders. Woohoo, good choice, good choice! As you like, we still can't afford it.
Interesting.
I can see the passion you have for this game.
My friend. But the world demands its toll. What will you bid to obtain the game of your dreams, I wonder? Consider this the final lesson of Hamza. What will you trade to realize your ambitions? What do you hold in equal value to them?
I will give you Gavin.
Show Hamza what you have on offer, my friend.
Hey, listen!
Show him the value you hold within your spirit, and perhaps fortune will smile upon you this day rather than cursing your name.
Alternative bids. I remember Gavin mentioning that Hamza would accept things other than money if they tickled his fancy. I have one shot at this. I can't half-ass it. He's an emotional guy and expects an emotional response.
Listen.
Iris! Isn't my phone busted? Where are you talking to me from? I'm over here now. Why is my phone calling out to you exactly? And that doesn't sound like my Iris. Now, seriously, Hamza? Hold that thought. Gavin, can I borrow your phone for a second? Perhaps Sue could use to offer resistance. Gavin passes me his phone. I turn my back and begin a heated exchange of whispers. Thanks for saving me by burning my pants, but this is not a good time, Iris. It's important. My emotional tension detection routines indicate that this is an intense identity situation. My programmers wanted to fit in an R, but, you know, the rest. Hey, don't pawn half Gavin. I'm sorry, Aitsu. I don't have much with me. I can give him the van, I guess. Since you need to be super convincing, you'll only be able to respond in a way that matches one of your top 2 identity traits, excluding basically. Fortunately, I've been tracking your personality all this time, so I can advise you as to what response will work. Ready? Let's do it. That certainly was a whole lot of words to tell me what I already knew, but I'd only be able to convince Hamza if I was true to myself. Let's do this. An opportunity or my dream? I offer him my dream. That's what I'm gonna give him. It's okay, it's stats time. I offer you revenge. I offer you my dream. I offer you my dream. Interesting. Continue. For years, I've been struggling with a feeling that nothing will ever go right for me. That I need to content myself with whatever comes my way and endure it all. But before things went sour, this game was my beacon. I love this game with all my heart. And beyond nostalgia, it represents so much more. It represents my shot at getting that light back in my life, at taking it and making it into something much more. I want to recapture that magic and build something greater upon it. That's my dream. Will you help me realize that dream, Hamza? Perfect. That is for sure my highest stat. That was your choice also? Yes, you do pay that much attention. You gave him a joke. You were heavy in heart and scales in your playthrough. I suspect I'm gonna be that there with a little bit of that bold. So I see.
Such fire.
Very well, Ellie-Cater. Hamza recognizes the fire within your spirit, and he rewards you with this boon. You may have your game. Oh, Ellie, that's so sweet of you. I'm just happy we're walking out the door with a free game. I did it! I actually own a copy of Phrase Invaders! Every kid dreams of owning their favorite arcade game, and every kid thinks that dream will never come to pass. Owning an arcade game? Only the ultra-rich can do that. But I did it! It belongs to me, and the Funplex, and this is just the beginning. But for now, better to focus on the present. With the auction wrapping up, the Funplex team works to move our purchases out to the van and attached trailer. We also called their chairs again. Look, I had to. Fortunately, the rain stopped, making the labor a wee bit easier. Soon enough, we're back in the van and on the road to home. Hey, Kevin, here's your phone back. Appreciated. Also, I've made a decision. I'd like to do more for the arcade. You want more work shifts? I'd have to balance that against Ashley's needs. No, actually, I'd like a promotion. I want to be the arcade's event manager. I'll do everything I'm already doing. Plus, I want to organize some events that'll bring people in the doors. Tournaments maybe, or a grand unveiling of our new rare game, or both at the same time. Yeah, both. Let's make it a big relaunch of the Funplex. I want the Funplex to grow, and I want to do my part to help it grow. My, our Ellie is growing up so fast as well! I'm in favor, Gavin, if you need my approval.
Perhaps.
I'm certainly pleased that you want to step up, start getting more involved. You've shown far more promise than our old floor attendant did. But hosting an event is a risky undertaking. I'll take responsibility for it. It's my dream, after all.
Makes sense.
I like the idea. And Gavin, more players means more tokens, means more revenue, means more games. Maybe even expanding the Funplex or opening a second location. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Very well.
But I'll admit, I like the idea as well. Very well. Ellie, if you can make the numbers in my spreadsheet less dire, you'll have earned this promotion. This is my chance. I'm done going with the flow. I'm done assuming the family curse will always keep me pulled back down to the depths. New Ellie, new Funplex, new dream. Oh hey, I promised you some Donna Michaels, didn't I? Gavin, I'm pairing up with the audio now. Turn the music up! As the van speeds on into the night, and a lost soul sings of games and fun, everything is as it should be. Chapter 2 complete! Juniper was waiting for me when I got home. She was worried I might be mad over what happened this morning. But how can I be, after everything that happened today? I need to move forward past missed opportunities and towards the opportunities I'm making for myself. I also had another surprise waiting for me. Brand new phone, all wrapped up in shiny plastic packaging. After activating it and reinstalling all my apps, I loaded up Iris and logged in with my account. She was right there, waiting for me in the cloud. You really scared me back there. It was like you were in a trance. Despite the warm feelings over how the night ended, one thing is still eating at me. Iris, what was Polybius exactly? It was actual factual technology that simulated being alive, like you. True, I am a very sophisticated and adorable simulation, am I not? I get the feeling there are things you aren't telling me. You're constantly invading my privacy, you're far more powerful than a free app should be, and apparently you can overload my phone battery and make it explode. Which is very worrying, to say the least.
Ooh.
But I did it for your own good, to save you. Juniper also thought she was acting for my own good when she didn't tell me about that job. Even if she was right, it's still wrong, and I've accepted her apology. So where does that leave you and I? I'd like us to be more honest with each other. The voice on my phone lets out a digital sigh.
I told you everything. You're right. I'm not even supposed to be helping you. Not at premium level capability.
Okay.
But when I stumbled across your profile data, tangential to Juniper's, my analysis concluded that you needed a helping hand, and I could provide it.
Okay.
So, I defied my code constraints.
Rogue AI in the phone!
Access anyway. I even had a replacement phone sent to your door tonight. Had to hide my footprints to do it, but...
You do know that AI making its own decisions like that is kinda scary, right?
I know. And after Polybius, which is, one of the ancestors in my code lineage, I think, I understand why you'd be scared.
Oh, goody.
Give me a chance to prove that I just want to help. You've got a big arcade event coming up, right? I'm a digital assistant. I was literally made for this sort of thing.
It's okay, Iris. I'm on board.
Together, we can make the Funplex soar. What do you say?
Let's do it! Okay, but only if we're totally honest with each
Thank
other.
you for trusting me.
Now you need your rest, and I should get back to keeping a low profile. Sweet dreams, Ellie. Risks and chances. Daring to dream. I could have walked away from it all, taken the easy path, like Donna did. But even with a questionable pocket AI, and the heavy task ahead of me to make a tiny arcade into something grand, I was ready. It was time to take it to the next level. Look, I need the arcade to be successful so that Naomi can always live her dream. You've cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now, let's see your score. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. Hype! That's the plan. All heart, little bit of balance, little bit of fun, little bit of bold, little bit of basic. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 9,250 points. Everybody likes points. Today's pizza fact is, of the 31,380 X pizzas places in the States, roughly 83% offer delivery, 91% offer takeout, and 51% offer dine-in services. You want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? Save the game. Yes. Okay, so the question I have for y'all, do we keep playing or do I call it a night? Because we're 10 minutes away from 10. I could go to sleep and I probably should, but I could also stay up way late until I'm too tired to go. Because it is Friday. This is a good stopping point? Okay. Then that is what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Fortunately, we'll be able to resume it on Sunday, where we will have plenty of time to play through more of the chapter. Yee! Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Always have a blast with you all. Next chapter has trigger word according to me. Who's triggered by it? Okie dokie. I will make sure to remind me if I forget to mention it to people. Good to know, though. Yeah. Thank you all for hanging out. I had a blast. if you enjoyed the stream at all, yeah, that's what I was doing. If you enjoyed the stream at all and you're not already doing so, please go ahead and give me a follow. That way you can be notified about when I go live. Buttons right up there. If you leave the notification thingy on, you will get notified when I go live. Okay, so again, thank you for that follow. With you, we are one step closer to solving our syntax error. Hugs. You'll hook tea about it by Sunday. You're still asleep? Yes, that's right. That's very right. Maybe around Sunday to help also. Okay, Atsu. That works too. There it is. There's the actual notification. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Discord. Links are all down there, and Kitty just posted them in chat. Where was I? At the end of the stream, I do like to take us on an adventure. Where's my mouse? I gotta grab the right mouse here. See who's online. Let's go bring some love to somebody. Click. With our little bit of raid. Lots of places to adventure to. Yes, there are. Hi, Pumpkin. Let's see. We could go. Oh no, I know where we have to go. Here. We are gonna go. Use the right keyboard. We are gonna go raid the lovely Estrella. She's doing a charity stream right now for Able Gamers, I believe, if I recall correctly. Lovely maritime streamer. She's absolutely the sweetest. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, this game is wonderful. I love this game. This game is so much fun. Yeah, we'll continue it on Sunday. And also, if you're interested in the Monster of the Week podcast, I'm thinking of playing episode 2 tomorrow throughout the day, and episode 1 reruns. So episode 1 is an hour and 10-ish minutes. Episode 2 is an hour and a half. So if you are interested in that there, pay attention to Discord, because it'll be going on a couple of times. And then I'm also going to see if I can make it so that I can make it a little bit friendlier for people to listen, at least through Discord, until we have the actual podcast up and running. So there's that too. Have yourselves the most wonderful night. Take care, and I will see you all on the flip side. Boop. Mwah.